Hi team, I hope you're all well. Today I am going to go through with you my 5-star predictions for the year. I did most anticipated for the year, but I wanted to do 5-star predictions as well. Obviously I've got my 30 for 30 readathon going on this year, so there are several in that list that I reckon maybe 5 stars. There's also some that I really want to get to that have been on my shelves for a while that I reckon are probably going to be 5 stars and for whatever reason I've just not got to, or some that I have bought in the last couple of weeks and should not have done that I think might be 5 stars as well. So some of these I have read because it is February now, so I am cheating a little bit with some of these, but they were 5-star predictions for me, so I might as well mention them because I've read them this year, so they might as well go in this video. I'm not going to go too much into what the story's about on each of these because there is a really big pile of books, but I will just sort of let you know maybe why I think it will be 5-star. So to start off with, I'll do the books that I have already read. So I've got To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. I did give this 5 stars, so my prediction was correct. I predicted that this would be 5 stars after I'd seen the movie, even though it doesn't follow, well, the movie doesn't follow the book. I did love the book, absolutely adored the book. I loved it more than the film, and I absolutely adore the film. So amazing things happened with this and I loved it. I've read the entire series in January and I adored it. Overall I would give the whole series maybe 4.5 out of 5. The second book brought it down a little bit for me. I gave that 4 out of 5, but I did give the last book 5 out of 5, so overall probably like a 4.5, 4.75 out of 5. But yes, this was a 5-star prediction and I gave it 5 stars. The next book is 13 by Steve Kavanagh. Again, I did give this 5 stars. I absolutely loved this story. It was amazing. Basically, it says it on the front cover, the serial killer isn't on trial, he's on the jury. It's a very, very good book. It is part of a series, but you don't have to have read the previous books to read this. It can stand alone if you like. But I do highly recommend it. It is a thriller, and it's very, very good. Steve's writing is fantastic, and I shall be picking more up from him like soon. Blood Orange by Harriet Tice. This was on my most anticipated for 2019. This does not come out till the end of February. So I have read this. I met Harriet at an event last month and managed to get a copy of her book, and I've just finished it. 5 out of 5 stars. I absolutely loved it. It's fantastic. It's a psychological thriller. It's very, very good, and I do highly recommend you check it out and pick it up when it comes out. This comes out on the 21st of Feb. Pretty certain that's when it comes out. I apologise if that is wrong. I also predicted that The Cruel Prince by Holly Black would be a 5-star. I am very, very behind on this. So this was something I knew I was going to read this year, and I managed to read it last month. I did give it 5 out of 5 stars. I then therefore predicted that The Wicked King would be 5 out of 5 stars, and again I did give it 5 out of 5 stars. So both of these 5 out of 5 stars. Let's hope the next one next year is also 5 out of 5 stars. So the rest of these now I haven't read yet. So these are predictions for me for the year. So I've got The Gilded King and The Silver Queen by Josie Jaffrey. Following that, even though I haven't read these yet, I am also going to predict that The Blood Prince, which comes out at the 20th of Feb, will also be a 5-star read. I read Josie's first series, which was the Solus Invicti series, and I gave all of the books 5 out of 5 stars, gave the whole series 5 out of 5 stars, so I have high hopes for this series as well, and for anything else Josie writes, to be perfectly honest. Her writing's outstanding and I just adore it, so I do highly recommend you check out what she has going on. She's got quite a few in the pipeline coming up, so I do highly recommend you check it out. I've also got Last Ones Left Alive by Sarah Davis Goff. This is a dystopian apocalyptic book. I do have very high hopes about this. When I went to the event in Liverpool a couple of weeks ago where I picked up Blood Orange, I also picked this up and 3 other books. And every single author was building this up massively. So yes, I'm very excited for this one. I cannot wait to get onto it. I've also got The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas. I haven't read this yet. It is one of my 30 for 30 books, so I do have high hopes for this. I've heard a lot of very good things. I haven't read the movie yet. I haven't seen the movie yet even, but I am hoping to get to it. I haven't decided yet whether or not to read the book first or watch the movie first, so that I've got the characters in my head. Undecided, but it's on my list nevertheless. I also have Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. I've heard very good things about this on BookTube, and I was gifted this at Christmas from one of my secret Santas. So yes, I'm very excited to get to this, and I do really think it's going to be 5 out of 5 stars from me. So yeah, very excited. I have Bravo 20 by Andy McNab. I've been really getting into like my SAS, SBS, army, military books, if you like war books, but autobiographies, if you like. So I've read Ant Middleton. I've recently read Jason Carl Fox's book. So this is Andy McNab's story. True story of SAS patrol behind the lines in Iraq. So I've got high hopes for this, especially following that Ant Middleton and Jason Fox's books were both 5 stars for me. So very excited to give this a read, and I do think it's going to be a 5-star. I've then got The Fireman by Joe Hill. I've had this for a while now. It's a very chunky book, which is why I haven't picked it up yet. I'm feeling a little bit intimidated, but I have seen it on Audible, so I'm thinking I might get it on there, because it is like 760 odd pages, so it's pretty chunky, but I have very high hopes for this. It sounds fantastic, and I really do reckon that this is probably going to be a 5-star. I'm really hoping so, because I haven't found a 5-star Stephen King yet, so yeah, fingers crossed. I've been really enjoying Joe Hill's graphic novels, Lock and Key, so I'm really hoping that this will be a good one. I've also got Love, Simon by Becky Albertalli. I have watched the film for this and I adored it. My God, did I cry. It was such a beautiful film, so I'm really excited about this book. I do really think that it's going to be 5 out of 5 stars for me. I've also got The Upside of Unrequited, but I haven't read that yet either, but it's not necessarily a 5-star prediction from me, but this is definitely. I have got The Storm Crow by Kaylin Josephson. This came in a Fairy Loot box November, I'm not sure, but I do think that this is going to be fantastic. I'm very excited to get to it. This comes out in July, so I'm hoping to read it before then. This is an arc, but I'm very excited to read this. It sounds amazing. So yeah, 5-star prediction. Obviously it's the title of the bloody video. I have got Scythe by Neil Shusterman. I have heard really good things about this, but I have also heard that Thunderhead is better than Scythe. So if this is a 5-star prediction, obviously Thunderhead is a 5-star prediction as well. I do fully intend to get to this. I have got it on Audible, so I'm going to make it to my mission to get to it at some point this year, but I'm very excited for it. I've also got Caravel by Stephanie Garber. I'm really excited about this. Again, heard amazing things about it, and also about Legendary as well. So I cannot wait to get to this and then eventually get to Legendary and finale. I'm very excited. I love this kind of thing. I've got, speaking of Lock and Key, I've got Volume 3. Volume 1 and 2 were both 5 stars from me, so I reckon Volume 3 is going to be as well. I haven't got the rest of them yet. Money thing, they're not cheap, but I'm very excited. This is a graphic novel by Joe Hill and Gabriel Rodriguez, so I'm very excited to get to this. Highly think it's going to be 5 stars. Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. I am reading Fangirl the month of February, this month, the month of Feb, so once I've finished reading that, I am going to get on to Carry On, but I've heard amazing things about this, like really highly recommended by loads of people, so I'm really excited to get to it, and I do think it's probably going to be a 5 stars from me. I've also got Forks by Nadine Brands. I think this will be definitely be a 5-star from me. I do love the Guy Fawkes story, and this sounds fantastic. I'm really excited, but I am wondering whether or not to keep hold of it till like November, you know, because like season and all that lot, but I don't know, I'm just really excited about it. I'll have to see. I will have to see. Then I've got To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. I'm extremely behind on classics. And it's really, really weird because the only kind of book I read in school, was probably one of the kind of books that people read in school, but the only one we read was Of Mice and Men, and that was it. We didn't read anything else, just Of Mice and Men. So I don't know why, but I always thought this was about birds, and it's literally not. Like, I've read the write-up for the film, and I was like, oh my god, is that what it's about? So I haven't watched the film yet, and this is one that I do intend to read the book first and then watch the film. But I am very excited to read this. I do want to get to it as soon as possible, really, because I think it's going to be a really, really good read, and I do reckon I'm going to literally love it. Like, I think it's probably going to become one of my favourite books, actually. I would be as bold as to say that. And then finally, I've got A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Brigid Kemmerer. I will say that right one day. I apologise, Brigid. I am so pumped up about this book. Like, I cannot wait to get to it. It sounds amazing. This is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. It is also the last book on my 30 for 30 TBR. So this is the book for 2019, and I just honestly cannot wait to get to it. I think it's going to be outstanding. I'm really, really excited. So yes, that is my list of 5-star predictions for the year. If you have read any of these, obviously there's a few at the beginning that I have read that chances are you'll have probably read them as well, like The Cruel Prince, etc. But if you've read any of these that I did mention that I haven't got to yet, please let me know what you thought without spoiling me, obviously. And I'm very excited to let you know. I will probably do, like, next year another video where I look back at this video and I'm like, whether or not I gave it 5 stars, I don't know, we'll see. But yes, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like down below, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and I shall see you next time. Bye.